Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video right here on XRP. We're going to do a full update. We're going to talk about the higher time frames, which I wanted to talk a little bit more about here in this video, but also on the lower time frames. Lower time frames are very interesting, in my opinion, always, especially if you're kind of into intraday trading, right? But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. First of all, if you take a look at the daily time frame, XRP is extremely bullish, as you can see. We broke above this range, which we held for a very long time already. Technically on Friday the 11th, but over the course of the last week, we also broke above this level right here at $3. We did that with quite a lot of momentum. We did that with a lot of fundamental strength. I mean, obviously, the fundamentals for XRP have changed quite considerably, with the potential of an ETF in 2025 being or having increased much more compared to the price action we had right here. So fundamentally, XRP is stronger. So I would argue that the price action we're seeing right now is not only technically great, because technically we had a lot of momentum, and technically the price action so far has been great, to be fair. But we'll take a look at that on the lower time frames in a moment as well. But fundamentally as well, I mean, not only has the chance that we're going to get an XRP ETF increase to like 95%, but the ETFs itself have also become much more, you know, they have much more potential because of, for example, Donald Trump, or at least it seems to be true that that's going to happen, signing into law that pension funds can also invest in crypto, right? Which will most likely be through ETFs. So we've already seen more institutional demand. Then we will see even more institutional demand, and that's just great for all of these coins that get potential ETFs, which is also, I think, one of the key reasons why we saw a lot of Litecoin strength, for example. But right, so fundamentally, technically great. You can see we're holding above equal highs right here. So ultimately, I'm bullish. Ultimately, I think we're going up to $4. However, the question is are we still going to get some sort of a retest, right? Are we going to retest $3, 2.95? I think it's unlikely we're going to retest lower, but that is a good question to ask. And ultimately, I think that depends on not only the fundamentals, because fundamentals rule the market, but also the technicals, right? What you can see right now for XRP on the lower time frames ever since Friday, is that we have started to form a balance right here to the upside. It seems that buyers and sellers for now have agreed that the area right here between 3.35 and 3.5 is balance, all right? And what we are essentially waiting for technically is a breakout. Now, personally, I would be fine with both a bullish breakout and a bearish breakout, and this is also something we spoke about yesterday. But I think you should be ready for both, all right? So if we're able to break above 3.5 and 3.55 with momentum, with volume, it is absolutely crucial we do that, right? I mean, if there's no volume, or if the timing is off, then we'll just do something like this, and that's something you don't want to be caught up in, right? Because then you that's a bull trap, and you'll lose money. But if we're able to get that breakout with volume, I think we're just going straight for $4. And fundamentally, as we've spoken about before, that is a possibility. Technically as well, I mean, we are consolidating at, or at least very close to the local top as we formed it right now, at 3.65. So historically, technically, that's strong enough, and we're still holding the 7-day rolling VWAP. On the other hand, and I look, it's always going to boil down to a buying opportunity, because high time frame, I'm bullish on XRP. But on the other hand, if we're going to get a close here below 3.35, we're most likely going to fall into 3.2, potentially into 3.1, and I think that's a buying opportunity as well. I think we will find support there, and I think maybe we'll consolidate a bit here. But that after that, we'll be able to reclaim balance as well, and we will again rally into $4 and 3.95. So ultimately, look, on the higher time frames, the destination, in my opinion, is quite clear. On the lower time frames, it is going to depend very much on the fundamentals and technical price action over the course of the last 24 hours, over the course of the next 24 hours. So be prepared for that. I will keep you updated on that as well. But that's it. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.